Hey everyone, I'm at my mom's house right now. Anyways, liberty. The suit of happiness. Freedom. Freedom of speech. Freedom of expression. Do you have to be a libertarian to believe in these things? Before I answer, let me tell you my story. I grown up in a pretty mixed family. My mom was she's more conservative nowadays, but she was more of a leftist. My grandparents were totally conservative, still are. And I didn't really know who I was yet. When I got older, I was a little more conservative, but I always thought the idea of conservatism was never for me. But I became more of a libertarian. Because I felt myself, I didn't like mainstream politics too much, and I felt more obligated to be the outsider anyway. But when I got older, I noticed, I thought you had to be a libertarian to believe in freedom and all those things, but when I got older, I noticed, just because somebody marks himself as a libertarian doesn't mean you believe in freedom. For example, you believe in freedoms. For example, you can believe in rights for firearms and guns and stuff, but you may not like the idea of gay marriage. That always confuses me. Even back when I was a conservative or in this case, a libertarian. Like, why? If you can carry a firearms, why can't you gay marry? Or heck, even more controversial subject, I think. Some people think it's okay to drink alcohol, but you can't carry marijuana. Like, why? Everybody knows, and I'm not like a marijuana, I don't drink or anything, and I don't do drugs, but I don't judge people who do, obviously, but marijuana is more innocent compared to alcohol. In fact, and smoking tobacco causes more death than, and marijuana. So, let me ask this question again. Do you have to be a libertarian to believe in freedom, liberty, the pursuit of happiness? The answer is no. Not to put all libertarians down, because they're not all bad. This is not about the common person, really. But the common person who do get sucked up in it, let me ask you this. What's more important to you? Personal freedom or putting a label on yourself? Because back then, even though I did worry about, those things, I'm going to be totally honest and say I wanted a label back then. But you know what? I'm not a teenager anymore. The writings of Ayn Rand don't really faze me anymore. Because once you get older, I think libertarianism just comes childish and kind of more of a fantasy. I'm sorry, but at least that's what I think. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you either have to be a libertarian to believe in those things, or do you agree with me and say, no, you don't? In fact, I'm going to go this far. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to label yourself as anything to be for those things.